What's up, you guys? It's Jonno. Welcome to our first episode of Pokemon Legends ZA. And as expected, we're going to do a shiny hunting tutorial. This is the fastest way to unlock shiny hunting, the quickest way to get started shiny hunting in the game. And of course, I'm going to tell you everything like shiny odds and all that good stuff. So if you don't want any spoilers whatsoever, even if you consider this right here a spoiler, jump to 3 minutes and 30 seconds in the video to see just how to shiny hunt. Otherwise, I'm going to show you how to unlock shiny hunting as quickly as possible so you can get started right away and start adding shiny members to your team. The first thing that you'll notice when you start the game is that you cannot fast travel anywhere. So the first thing we need to do is unlock fast travel, and you won't be able to unlock fast travel until you complete mission 4. So your first goal is to get to mission 4, and then you're going to get a way to fast travel to all these locations that you see all over the map. But right now you're not going to be able to do that since we are in the tutorial. Now, I do want to say it's very beneficial to stay in the tutorial as long as possible because the day-night cycle will not change while you're in the tutorial. That's actually very handy because you can never lose a shiny in this game except to the day-night cycle. So while you're in the tutorial, make sure you go pick up a few Pokemon that you want for your team that you really can't stand to lose if they were to run away. I got my Magikarp, and I recommend to go and get any Pokemon that you can get in the early game and go get it shiny before you finish the tutorial. So the first thing you're going to do is get to the wild area, and I will note that you can get shiny Pokemon while you're in this first wild area and you can't shiny hunt yet. They would just be full odds, and that would be like 1 in 4,000. So it's really not going to happen. But for some people all across the world, it will happen. And if you're one of those lucky people, you're going to be fine because you get plenty of early game Pokeballs. They even give you 10 right out of the gate, and you shouldn't need more than 10 to catch any Pokemon. And you have plenty of money to go buy Pokeballs as well. So go ahead and stock up. You can do all those things while you're playing through. But once you get to this area and you see the red walls and you see all the battles, you're just about to unlock shiny hunting. This is the last thing that you'll be doing right before you unlock shiny hunting. You're going to get this thing called your challenger ticket, and then as soon as you unlock all of this, you will be able to fast travel. And when you look at your map, there will actually be a whole bunch of little flying icons that were not there before, and those are going to indicate that you can now fast travel. So as soon as you get this little dialogue right here, get your challenger's ticket, you're going to have to do some battles, you're going to complete mission 4, and then you jump right into the ability to fast travel. And once you have the ability to fast travel, that is what allows the shiny hunting. So here it is, you guys, a little bit of a long build up. Sorry about that, but I want to make sure that people don't miss it because it actually happens very, very quickly. It's just one little dialogue and they say, oh, by the way, you can fast travel now, but that is really an important point in the game because now you can shiny hunt. So now we're going to explain the shiny hunting method for you, and it does involve the fast travel. And you'll notice that when you fast travel up at the top right, it says it's now saving. It does a lot of auto saving in this game. However, that's actually a good thing. A lot of people don't like auto save. I'm good with auto save. I've never really had an issue with auto save, but some people are really against it. But in this game, you're going to want to change your mind because they allowed the ability to save shinies now. So you're going to be able to save shinies in the slot where they spawned. Now this part is important, and it sounds confusing, but it's actually not confusing at all. That Pichu over there across the water that you actually can't get to during the tutorial, so far as I've found yet, if somebody can tell me how to get to it, put it in the comments, please. But that Pichu over there is always going to spawn as a Pichu. I can go over and over and over again. It's always going to be Pichu, at night anyway. And those two Mareep, they're always going to be Mareep. But every time you do this soft reset right here, every time you basically travel back to the area over and over and over again, it's going to respawn all the Pokemon on the route. And because of the shiny autosave, if any of them are shiny, they'll just stay that way. So you can just reset and reset and reset and reset and reset to your heart's content. And every time you're resetting, there's 10 spawns here. So about every 400 resets, you're going to see 4,000 spawns because 10 times 400 is 4,000. So that's about full odds. So if you do want to get the shiny Pichu, well, you're only going to see one at a time. You'd have to do 4,000 resets to really get that shiny Pichu to shine. However, if you just want to see any shiny and you don't care which Pokemon is shiny, then you just keep resetting until you get one shiny and take whatever you get. So that's what this method is. And you can see here that I actually got the shiny Fletchling and then I reset it, but it doesn't matter because it saves the shiny. If you look really close there, it was just shiny and then I reset it, but it doesn't go away. It takes me a second to notice it. And then if you go back and rewind the video, you'll see that it was shiny and I did reset it, but it doesn't matter because the shiny is is auto-saved, and it will be auto-saved until one critical thing happens, and that is when the day-night cycle changes, which I mentioned earlier. The day-night cycle won't change during the tutorial, so you can get a lot of really good shiny hunting done with zero risk of losing any shinies, aside from if they run away. Now, somebody told me in the comments that this fletchling does have the ability to just up and fly away, which it was able to do in previous games as well. Like in Legends Arceus, the Pokemon that were birds could just fly away. So I got really lucky here. I shouldn't have been looking as long as I was looking at this fletchling. I've actually never seen a fletchling fly away. I didn't know it could do that, and I still haven't seen it do that, but they were telling me that it totally can, and I should just catch it as quickly as possible. So I do want to make that note for you guys. Don't sit and look at your shiny Pokemon as long as I do. And also, you're going to want to save when you find a shiny, because you can save the shiny. Just like the autosave will save a shiny, you can manually save a shiny as well. So as soon as you see that you have a shiny, you really want to rush to the save button. I actually took a really long time. I was kind of messing around, okay? This was my first shiny. I was really excited. I got it on the live stream. It was really fun, but I was kind of messing around. I wasn't doing the perfect process here. So I got a little bit better with my second shiny, which I'm going to show you here in a second. It took me probably about an hour to get this shiny. And like I said, I took whatever I got. If I would have got Mareep, it would have been fine. But the odds of getting that shiny Pichu in that one specific slot are still 1 in 4,000 or so, and you're really not going to get that. It's going to take you your time. You're really going to have to do the 400 resets to get it. 400 resets isn't that bad, especially on the Switch 2. Those resets go really quickly, but it is going to take you your time. Now let's jump into my second shiny Pokemon. This was in Area 2. I told myself I want to get a shiny Magikarp, and I think that's a really good shiny target to go for because there's so many Magikarp spawns. You have a really good opportunity of getting the shiny Magikarp. Or if you want to hunt this area at night, you can get Staryu in all of those Magikarp spots, which I am going to do next because I want to get the Mega Starmie evolution going as well, especially how awesome that's going to look shiny. So I can't wait to see those new Megas and get all the new Mega shiny evolutions. And there's no time like the present, so I'm going to start my collection now and start working on those Mega shiny evolutions immediately. So yeah, I got a really good tip from my stream audience to tell me about that Staryu location at night, and that's definitely going to be on my radar for one of my upcoming shiny hunts. Now, I was really hoping that I would get the Magikarp shiny that actually jumps onto the bridge, because that's a fun animation and it's got a lot of personality, and it's just really nice to see the shiny carry through with some of the story logic that they were putting in the game for you to enjoy. And of course, that's exactly what happened. I got super lucky. Now you'll notice that I'm doing a ton of resets here. When it doesn't go fast speed like I sped it up earlier, you can see that you really have to sit and spend your time on it. I recommend to do 10 or 20 resets at a time. It's really not worth it to do less. You're not going to see enough Pokemon. And of course, there is a shiny sound as well. In this case, I heard 2 shiny sounds, and I was like, wait a second, are there 2 shinies? No, I think I just went near it enough to make it shiny sound, and then I went away for a second, and then I just happened to go near enough again, so it just triggered it twice. So something interesting there. If you're trying to purposefully trigger the sound or something like that, I guess you can back away from it and walk back up again and hear it twice. And pretty easy catch there as well. Of course, Magikarp is a super easy catch, so no real risk there. I didn't even save. I just threw the ball and went for it, YOLO. But yeah, I do recommend to actually save. Maybe I should get in the habit of doing that, since I'm 0 for 2 so far with my saving. All right, you guys, that's going to be it for now. These are the only 2 shinies that I was able to get on the live stream, and I was able to get them within a couple of hours. So it really took about 45 minutes to unlock the ability to shiny hunt, and I've already got 1/3 of my team filled up with shiny candidates, so I'm really happy about that. I'm gonna have a lot of fun shiny hunting and filling up the rest of my team, so let me know if you have any suggestions for stuff that I should get down in the comments. Thanks everybody for watching. Thank you to all my amazing subscribers, and peace!